Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and a lot of you want to see me tier 4 Captain America, and that's probably the closest we're going to get for the time being, seeing it in the skill preview, because I just have no need to tier 4 Captain America at all. I'm definitely curious. I definitely love the combat class, but I'm also kind of fed up with the number of combat tier 4s, and I'm still holding out hope for Black Panther. So everything is just cooking in the direction against Captain America tier 4. So we're going to be trying him out with a PROC obelisk or CTP today instead. We're going to be doing 1, 2, 3, cancel 5, delayed cancel 4 for our main PROC. I've never practiced this before, so this is a cool video to see because you're going to see basically firsthand how I deal with figuring out the PROC. It obviously helps. I'm going to spend those 800 crystals there. It obviously helps tremendously to know which skills you want to prioritize at the beginning. We're going to use the beatdown here rather than the attack, the all attack, all defense, just because his attack is already quite high. I feel like he doesn't have much to gain from that, whereas the pierce is quite nice. The extra pierce is always nice. It's a 200 proc mighty energy with 24% ignore dodge. I do wish the ignore dodge was higher. I believe the one here has, it's only 30%. It's not that much higher. But anyways, this is what the build looks like. The rest of the build is identical. It's identical to where I had him last. He only has one offensive Odin's Blessing, which is in the bottom right-hand corner. Otherwise, he just has a bunch of 6-star Uru and just the physical attack. I think his crit damage is, yeah, his crit damage is overcapped, dodge there. Attack speed is a little bit lower than it should be, I guess. And then the crit rate is also a little bit undercapped, but I believe he has buffs for that. So yeah, let's get into it. First stage we want to try him on here is 64 of Null, which I also use Moon Knight on, so I have some experience. Okay, we procced on 5 there. So we did sort of miss our proc, technically speaking. But let's see here. That's proccing on 4. That's not bad at all. Okay, and now he's got stun immunity. We're gonna pop the tier 3 here. Not bad. That was a wonky proc too. Okay, this is really rough, I would say. No way, stun immunity again? Yo, it's kind of cracked though. We missed our proc there, yeah. Okay, I don't know how proc friendly. I'm gonna have to just proc on 6 here. I don't know how proc friendly he is, but he's kind of just nutty. At tier 380, he's doing this quite fast. Like, not that much slower than bro, that's the one time I don't proc. Not that much slower than Moon Knight, which is pretty nuts. We're just gonna cancel everything into 6. Bro, just use 6. Just 6. You really don't need anything else. Literally, just spam everything. Miss your rotation. That was also a miss rotation. I literally, okay, I've hit every single proc that involves the tier 3, and I've missed every single proc that doesn't involve the tier 3, and it literally doesn't matter. Oh, it literally does not matter. This dude is cracked. Yeah, I would say this is definitely harder to proc on than I thought it would be. I think maybe you can't get away with delay canceling 5. You either have to commit to procking on 5, and I can practice this against another boss. You basically commit to procking on 5, or you commit to procking on you cancel and you commit to procking on 4, right? I don't know what I was waiting for there. He just does too much damage with the tier 3, dude. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely nuts. So that's 2 minutes, and I literally missed every single proc without the tier 3. But I hit every single proc with the tier 3, and that's literally all it takes. All right, next up is 29 Gore, and here we can use White Fox, so this is going to be absolutely nuts. We're going to try cancel everything into 4 and see how that goes. Okay, not bad. But basically, with Captain America, I think honestly, regardless of the build, you just want to put everything on 6 anyways. Like, I watch... Bro, he's nuts. He's nuts. I watched free-to-play Koshal's video with Tier 4 Captain America. Good video, by the way. Check it out if you want to see more content on Cap. And even with the CTP of Rage, he honestly admitted that Cap doesn't have much damage, especially on higher stages. He doesn't really have that much damage on other skills, right? On his 1 to 5. He's sort of like Hela, like a tanky version of Hela, a combat version of Hela, where you're basically just canceling. I think I messed up the cancel there. I didn't press the skills quite fast enough. But you're basically just canceling everything. Wow. You're basically just canceling everything into the 6. Like the vast majority of Cap's damage, I would say, you know, at least 70% of his damage is all on the Tier 3. And that's the vibe that I got from players who had him at Tier 3 or at Tier 4. And that's also the impression that I got from players who had him with an energy or a rage. So I honestly, as bad as my gameplay might look from a technical perspective, I honestly think that this is kind of the way to play him. Just spam everything. Wow. Just spam everything. So he can do spam everything and land the proc on the 6th skill. Just prioritize procking on the Tier 3. So I'm not going to finish this stage here because I haven't done my world boss for the day. But he can do the 90-second challenge. Or, sorry, the 100-second challenge on stage 29. And again, I missed every single proc except for the Tier 3. You could play worse than me right now, but it would be kind of hard. Like, you'd have to be, I'd almost believe you'd have to be trying to play worse than I am, as far as like only nailing the Tier 3 procs. This is crazy. Yeah, his Tier 3 now is just way stacked, and I don't think we can test him on any stage here of Ultron that I have unlocked. The unfortunate thing about Captain America with the reworked Tier 3 skill is that it doesn't apply to his previous uniforms. So it's basically just a one-off. You know, we were really excited for Cap Tier 4 because, like, oh man, he has all these different uniforms. He's got a combat female uniform. He's got a blast villain. Yo, let's go. We're cooking up. But they didn't rework his Tier 3 on any of those uniforms. I think the devs could definitely do that for the players. I don't think they will, but they definitely could, and that would definitely be quite hype from the player's perspective to do that. Yeah, I don't have any stages of Mephisto that we can do either that are higher than 39. So yeah, I've kind of seen what I need to see for Cap. We don't need to do like a long video where I go through like tons of content. He's obviously not going to fare very well. He's not going to do very well in GBR with this setup, but surprise, surprise, he also doesn't do very well in GBR with a rage. When I say doesn't do very well, just to contextualize it, he's still fast, of course, faster than any Tier 3, of course, or any combat Tier 3 especially, but he's going to be slower than Venom, and he's going to be, you know, on par with, I think it was on par with Moon Knight, and then just a little bit faster than Namor and Carnage. That's not that impressive, again, because we have Carnage, we have Venom, we have Namor, we have Moon Knight, and they do all these other things as well. So, yeah. At this point, it looks like Timeline Battle and World Boss Legend are your best bets for Captain America, but you can certainly get a lot of value out of him at Tier 3 level 80. I think he's one of the best Tier 3 level 80 characters because he combines a very flexible, versatile build where you can build him for PvP, you can build him for PvE. He's proc friendly. He's got a humongous damage Tier 3 skill, which is always so satisfying to just see him charging with the shield and just blitzing the bars down. Because when you look at the Tier 3 skill, it basically looks like, especially if he's coming in from the right to left, it looks like he is the thing that's moving the bars. You know, because the bars are moving this way, right? So the bars are moving, and he's also moving in that same direction, like pushing the bars. My camera's mirrored, so it looks weird, but you kind of get what I'm saying. So his Tier 3 is just super satisfying, and like I said, you can build him quite easily for either PvE or PvP, and he's just got monster stats, and he doesn't need the Tier 4 to perform, I would say, well, right? Obviously, he's going to perform better in PvE than PvP with Tier 3, level 80, but certainly a very valuable level 80 to consider to adding to your roster without having the pressure to take him to Tier 4. Where I honestly think he kind of disappoints, but that's just because he's so good at Tier 3 level 80. So yeah, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of Cap with a proc and my sus gameplay. Thanks so much for watching. Smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.